Ever walked alone at night, and someone suddenly leaned close and whispered, "Hi, what would you do?" As happened to the father of a friend of my senior brother. Everyone in the village just called him Wang. It was sometime in the late night 1990s. Back then, rural life was tough. Most young people either left the province to work or tried to make a living in town. Wang was one of those who moved to town. He never liked farming. He'd sneak off to smoke after just a bit of work and always got chewed out by his dad. In his early 20s, he rented a small storefront and opened a tiny convenience shop. Business was okay, but there was no food or lodging included. So every day, Wang would ride his beat-up motorcycle back and forth between town and his village, about 7 or 8 kilometers. The fastest route, through a stretch of wild forest. Now, everyone knew that forest used to be an old graveyard. During the Cultural Revolution, some of the graves were flattened, but a huge chunk was left untouched. In the daytime it seemed fine, but at night, it was dead silent. No birds, no insects, just illness. But Wang, he was young, unfearless. He'd always say, "A forest is just a forest. What's there to be scared of?" He'd taken that shortcut for years and never ran into anything. Until one winter night, a night he'd never forget. It was the 27th of the last lunar month. Snow had just fallen. Wang had stocked up on New Year's goods and business had been booming. By the time he closed up, it was already 11:30 p.m. He figured if he waited any longer, a road would ice over. So he packed up, tossed a few leftover candies and seeds in a bag, and hopped on his bike. The road was empty, just snow, moonlight, and the blinding glare reflecting off the ground. He didn't even need his headlights, it was that bright. Everything was normal until he got close to the forest. Something felt off, he said. A light seemed too bright. Shadows from the trees stretched unnaturally long, and the forest was dark at all, more like eerily lit. He couldn't shake the feeling that something, or someone, was watching him. He glanced behind. Nothing, but the hairs on his neck were standing up. He sped up, but the faster he went, the more he felt something was keeping pace. Tap, 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 tap. Not fast, not slow, just right behind him. His chest tightened. Maybe someone was following him, but he hadn't seen a single soul on the road. Then, just as he was thinking of flooring it out of the woods, he saw a flicker of light deep among the trees. "I thought maybe someone was burning something, or lighting a smoke," he told us. But then he made a decision, one he would regret forever. He figured, what if someone was burning the woods? That could be serious. So he pulled over, grabbed a flashlight, and went to check it out. The deeper he walked, the stranger it felt. He had soft movement by the firelight, but no voices. He crept behind an old pine tree and peeked out, and what he saw made his stomach drop. 7 or 8 people standing around the fire. Men, women, young, old, dressed perfectly, clean suits, long coats, polished shoes, all facing the flames, not moving, not speaking, and none of them had shadows. Wang stopped breathing. "I was sweating cold, like, absolutely soaked," he said, just as he started backing away. Snap! A branch cracked under his foot. The sound exploded in the silence. He froze, watching them. Not one move. 30 seconds. A minute. Still statues. He slowly turned to sneak away. Snap! Another sound. He looked down. Nothing underfoot. And he looked up, and there was a face right in front of his. Half the face was pale and rotting, the other half was gone. Just exposed burn. It grinned, inches from his nose, and said, "Hi." Wang screamed, kicked, bolted. He ran like hell, scrambling back to his bike, falling twice but never stopping. He tore through the woods like a madman and didn't stop until he was home, lights on, buried in his blanket, shaking. Next morning, he had a fever, pale lips, cold sweat, His family freaked and called a local Taoist priest. The priest walked in and asked, "You passed through the woods last night, didn't you?" Wang just nodded. The priest lit incense, wrote talismans, stuck 7 yellow papers on the walls, and told his family to burn some old clothes, candies, and snacks under the big tree at the forest edge. That night, Wang slept fitfully, but no nightmares came. Later, he told us, "When I looked back one last time, I really shouldn't have." The forest entrance was packed with people. All of them tilted their heads and stared. From that day on, Wang never took that shortcut again, no matter how late or how far he had to detour. When you pass through a place of the dead, if fate isn't on your side, you might lose more than just your peace of mind. Don't assume what you sought was human. Maybe you disturbed an entire forest of restless spirits.